Hello. How we doing? It's good to see you guys. We're back today with another live stream. Welcome back to some more Beam Monster Jam. We are ready for the final stop of season number 1 of Who's Ready for Beam Monster Jam. This has been an awesome season. I'm actually so pumped for today's event. I am more gassed up for today's event than I have been for an event in a while, because it's the last stop. And it's also meaning that the World Finals is coming up. And I announced it in the last live stream that the World Finals will be next weekend. Starting on Thursday, there will be World Finals action taking place right here on the channel. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll have qualifying and the last chance eliminator Thursday. We'll have racing Friday and freestyle on Saturday. It is going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to get that going because, man, we are going to have a blast. I am so pumped to have the World Finals coming your way because it has been a long time coming for this series to even begin and to finally be doing this. We've got our first World Finals really coming up soon, and I'm very, very happy that you guys are all going to be here with me and that you're going to be able to join this incredible journey all the way through till the very end. So, we have our final stop of Arena Series number 2. This is the 4th event today. They have done 3 events, so let's take a look at the way this point series is sitting right now, because it's been a long time since we have seen this series. So currently in first place is the truck on the screen. Some of you might remember. It's Carolina Crusher. He has 72 points and has been really dominant on this series. He holds a 9-point lead right now over the truck in second place, which is Scooby-Doo. In third place is Max D with 61 points. Scooby-Doo has 63. I didn't mention that. I just said he was 9 points ahead. So Scooby-Doo with 63. Max D, 2 points behind that with 61. In fourth place is El Toro Loco with 60. Excalibur's in fifth with 58. Whiplash is in sixth with 50. Just Get Her Done 2 is in seventh with 48. And Montremont Dalmatian is in last with 28. So Montremont Dalmatian having a very rough season so far. But gotta obviously remind you guys of the implications of this. The top 2 drivers on the series not only get qualified for the World Finals, but will be called up to the stadiums. So there's a lot riding on that. The drivers that finish in third and fourth place on this series, which will currently be Max D and El Toro Loco, are drivers that will remain on the Arena Series next year. They don't get qualified, they don't get eliminated. And then the bottom 4 trucks, which is right now Excalibur, Whiplash, Get Her Done, and Dalmatian, those 4 trucks will be eliminated from Who's Ready for Beam Monster Jam for now. At least for next season, they will not be back. And it will at least be a couple of seasons. I don't intend to bring any of the trucks that get eliminated back for a while, if at all. So, that being said, we got to get started with our first competition of the day, which is going to be racing. Now, we've got a bit of a unique track here today, as you can see. Nice custom track. I actually just downloaded it. It was just uploaded today. So, very excited to be doing this track. I saw it in the Beam Monsters forum, and I said, that is our final track for this series. This is perfect. I was going to do a modern track, just a regular standard arena pod, but when I saw this, I was like, this is perfect. This series has not gotten to do many custom tracks. They've been pretty much on the standard triple threat pod. So to give them a little bit of a different look, I think is a nice way to cap off their season. So, let's get our first truck onto the track, which is obviously going to be the Montremont Dalmatian, because that truck is currently in last place and having a real rough go of it, as somebody said. Not Dalmatina. Dalmatian, silly. Do I have any trucks I could change this to? No. Just roll with it. Is there any difference between this and this? We're gonna... Nope, that's a Christmas body. Damn it. I'm gonna change up the chassis. Just because it's the last event, and it's the last event, and I feel like... I mean, this truck's obviously eliminated, so we're not going to get to see it again. So let's just give something fun for it. Because it's already... I'm pretty sure this truck's already mathematically been eliminated. Yeah, this truck is already mathematically eliminated from being alive next season. It's already out. So, might as well give something to the fans. Give it a different look. Got the stopwatch all ready to go. We're going to start Monster Mutt Dalmatian on the other side. Also, this track is the track we're going to be rolling with today. I don't have enough room to pit all the trucks here, but if a truck rolls over, I will leave them in the pits or off to the side so that we could have the aesthetic. So here's Monster Mutt Dalmatian, capping off a horrible season. The two Monster Mutts finished in last place on their series, which is pretty funny. That is a 14.3 for the Monster Mutt Dalmatian to start off tonight's competition. Next up. Oh, I like that when you do this now, it gets rid of the sound of the trucks, because that was really annoying me. Right, next up is going to be Just Get Her Done 2, which we are rip-roaring ready to go with. Ah, damn it. Stupid. It's that one, yeah. At least the bead locks are the same. With Kraken, it wasn't the same. So it was like... Alright, we're ready. Just Get Her Done 2, trying to stay alive. Any of the trucks from 5 through 7 are still mathematically in it. They've got a chance of staying alive. So they're fighting for their lives out here. That is it. It's a 13.91 for the Just Get Her Done 2. Good time there. We'll see how it holds up going throughout the rest of this competition. So we've got a new leader here in racing. This truck was actually towards the top of the series early on, and it's right now 12 points out of being safe. It needs to have a real stellar day. It's going to be pretty tough for him to come back, but crazier things have happened. Whiplash will be your next truck here, trying to avoid being eliminated. Currently 10 points away from being safe. All right. Bit of a slow last corner there, and it's a 14.69. Whiplash getting a little bit caught up there on that final turn. And it slowed her down enough that she is going to be in third place right now. Not good. You need to have a good racing pass, especially if you're one of these first 4 trucks out. You have got to guarantee that you're off to a good start, at least. This is the one I think I was using. No, I was using this one. Never mind. I can't. It's been almost 2 months since I've done a show on this series. It's crazy. Ah, it's stupid. Gosh, why is it doing that now? So dumb. And it messed up the B-locks, too, just like Kraken. Whatever. Alright, here's Excalibur. Excalibur's sitting on the bubble. He's in the 5 spot, so he needs a pretty good day today. Had to avoid a 5-second penalty there, so it's going to cost him a couple crucial seconds. And it's a 15.06, and he's flipping over. Oh my. What in the world is happening with Excalibur here? Really no body damage worth leaving him on the track for, but actually, I think I am going to leave him on the track just simply because I don't want to replace those damn back tires every time. We're going to back him into the pits. There's like no room back here, which is the main reason why I'm not pitting all the trucks here. But Excalibur could be back here for fun. Alright, so Excalibur's in last. That is not good for him. That's going to help out all the other guys behind him, though, because, whew, that is not good. Excalibur's only 2 points out of being safe, and he is not helping himself. So here's El Toro Loco Ice, ready to come out here and cook. El Toro Loco Ice currently safe for now and trying to keep himself here in the last event of the season. He would also love to make his way up to the World Finals and stadium spot. He's only 3 points out of a stadium spot right now. It's still anyone's game up here. He is off and ready to rumble. Oh no, he totally missed the jump! And it's going to be a 19.06. What happened? I was so focused on the damn gear ratios and where I was at that I missed the damn jump. Oh. That just can't happen. Oh my goodness. A 19.06 is almost going to guarantee that he's going to be in last. Whew. That is crazy. That's just me being a doofus. Utter doofus. Alright, next up is Max D, currently sitting in third and only 2 points out of a World Finals spot right now. It all comes down to this. He got a little help from El Toro Loco, not putting on any pressure behind him, so that's good. A little deep in this final corner, though. And it's going to be a 13.93. Whew! Second place. 0.02 of a second behind Just Get Her Done 2, who had a 13.91. So that is a very big run from Max D. He's going to put some pressure on the next competitor, Scooby-Doo, who is currently sitting in second place, only 2 points ahead of Max D. So in order to stay in a World Final spot, Scooby-Doo has to place first right now to guarantee that. Pretty important run coming up for the Scooby-Doo. It's been a bit of a surprise that this truck's been in it, and at least in a real competitive spot of winning a series until right now, and still in that. Around this final corner, that was a good run. It's a 14.23 though, and that is going to place her exactly 1 spot behind Max D in the point standing. So Scooby-Doo not going to overtake Max D and is guaranteed to lose a point to Max D, at least one in this competition. Max D is kind of hoping that Carolina Crusher will finish in third right behind him, because that'll then tie Max D. We have not had to do any tiebreakers yet so far. We do have tiebreaker scenarios if need be, but we haven't needed to do them. So far, everyone has just kept it nice and clean. So here's Carolina Crusher, your series leader. He'd have to do a lot to not win this series. With how consistent he has been, it would be really hard for him to blow this. He's putting on a really good racing pass here, and it's a 14.02, which is going to place him in between Max D and Scooby-Doo, which means that Max D is now tied for second, and Carolina Crusher will take third with that 14.02, and it means that Just Get Her Done 2 has won racing and earned 8 points, which is pretty important, considering that he entered the day 10 points out of being safe, behind El Toro Loco Ice, who finished in last. So he is now only 3 points behind El Toro Loco Ice. The question is about Excalibur and Whiplash. Oh, sorry, he was 12 points behind. I gotta correct that. So he is now only 5 points behind. Just Get Her Done 2 just brought him totally back into the competition thanks to his great race and El Toro Loco Ice's failure to do anything in this competition. So that's pretty crazy. So a win to Just Get Her Done 2. Congratulations to him. And it is time for the Two Wheels Skills competition. We're just going to bring up the truck that finished in last. El Toro Loco Ice. Ice, ice, baby. Now, before we get into this competition, it is important for me to remind you all that you, the fans, watching this show live right now, are the judges. If you are watching this stream, you can be a judge by commenting in the live chat after every single run with a score from 1 to 10. It could be anything, judge's own style. It could be you can give me a 7.223, or you can give me an 8. I don't care. Whatever you want, whatever you think is the score, comment it in the live chat, and you guys are going to get your scores heard because I will be taking a mental average of your scores. I'm essentially going to look at all your scores, take that into consideration, and give it a number. So you guys have a lot of impact here on the way this competition is going to go. So let's get started with the Two Wheel Skills competition. In this competition, the drivers get to do 2 moves on 2 wheels. Now, El Toro Loco will be first. He's got to make up for a really bad racing competition. The other problem for him, though, is he is the guinea pig on this track. No one knows how this track is going to play, and he's got to come out first, but he's doing a pretty good job of it, I got to say. That was a pretty good first move. All right. El Toro Loco making sure he's going to be lined up perfectly here. Jumps right over that racing lane and keeping it on 1 wheel. He's going to have to save it, though. Oh, my. Now he's going to have to save it on the right side. Holy cow, El Toro Loco Ice with a great run. Get your scores in the live chat. His run is over. Great job out of the El Toro Loco Ice. Some fans going to get some souvenirs here. Who wants an El Toro Loco hood? Maybe you, ma'am? I didn't see where it went. Who wants a horn? Huh? You? Good job, son. Nice catch. All right. Well, El Toro Loco Ice going to be pulled into the pits. All right, that's fine. All right, everyone given White Castle. Oh my gosh, who man's talking about White Castle over here? Gross. All right, we got a lot of scores in the comments here. I gotta close this thing. All right. So your first score of the day. Damn it! Hold on. Gotta do this right. Okay. First score of the day is in. Got a lot of different scores out here. You guys gave a lot of high ones, some low ones. We're going to go with an 8.935. No, 8.93. I haven't been going that far into the scoring. But an 8.93 is really good to start off for El Toro Loco Ice. He needed to do that. And we're going to now go to Excalibur, who is already here. Now, Excalibur is trying to keep himself in a spot that I love that I could just see, like they actually have a concourse here. Hold on. Oh, because this dude made a whole ass concourse. Not really. All right. Here's Excalibur. Let's see what he could do. Why are my wheels turning together? How do I turn that off? Oh, B. That's why I hit B before the run, and I realized that. All right, here comes Excalibur. Ah, man, couldn't quite do anything there. That was move number 1 for the Excalibur. He's going to need a pretty good second move here. Nice. Up and over the ramp. Keeping it perfectly balanced. And a nose flick on the way down into a wheelie. Great job out of Excalibur. And that is his run. Comment the scores in the chat. So 2 pretty impressive runs so far out of our first 2 competitors. Nice work out of everybody. Next up, gonna be Whiplash. What in the world? I don't want to listen to the truck in my ear. Alright, I think we got enough. Excalibur is going to get an 8.49. You guys are giving very different scores, so putting a lot of extra thinking into my brain. So an 8.49 for Excalibur is second place, because everyone's like, everyone's giving totally different numbers. Here comes Whiplash. Oh my, a little crooked, and went for the slap wheelie. Big failure there for the Whiplash. Can't be doing that today. My goodness. Not good. Going for reverse popper here. Oh, not a good run at all for the Whiplash truck. Let's see the scores. Dalmatian will be next. The Dalmatina. Is this Bailey Shays? It might be. As he should. Alright. Alright. Very all over the place here again with the scores. It's going to be a 4.16 for Whiplash. Not good. That is a killer. That is probably going to keep her out of contention for staying alive. Here comes the Monster Mutt Dalmatian, a truck that's already out, so he's just here for fun. Oh, man. Couldn't quite pop it into reverse in time. Why? What? Why did my gear ratios change? Is it that? No. Is it that? No. What is randomly changing my gear ratios? I have no idea. Hey, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a bicycle to stoppy, trying to save it. Oh dear. Hey, nice save. We're gonna have some parts to give out to the fans here. Well, so while I do that, you guys get your scores in. Ooh, very nice. Whoop, well, I don't want to do that. Oh dear, where the hell am I? Oh, there it is. Oh, great heavens. Here you go, sir. Oh! Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, well, I guess you weren't going to get it, sir. Alright, who wants the hood? Looks like Who Man's up here. There you go, Who Man. There's your hood. We got some random scraps here. Don't need that. Don't need that. How about this? Ooh, that's a big piece. It's a big piece. Some lucky fan is going to be very lucky here. No, stop. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Someone over there. Alright, last piece here. Some random fan. Oh no. Oops. Oh dear. Get back over here. Get over here. Get over here. Stop it. Now you're just getting thrown in it. Alright, well, took care of that problem. Really, can only hold 4 trucks back here. It's crazy. Alright, let's look at the scores. I get a hood and a concussion. 2 for 1. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's close it. How's everyone hanging? We got a lot of people. You got a minute ad? I got an ad. Oh, he got an ad mid-save. That makes more sense. Okay. Monster Mutt Dalmatian's going to get an 8.32. Which is good enough for 3rd right now. Alright. Next is going to be the Scooby-Doo truck. Scooby-Doo now tied in the 2nd place spot for a in the points with Max D. Both of them will be battling it out here. But first, we'll see what Scooby-Doo could do. Pretty solid. Nice little moonwalk there, Scooby-Doo, keeping it going. Oh yeah, very nice. Dancing around. That was nice from Scooby-Doo. Let's see the scores of the comments. Got more parts to get rid of here, guys. While you're doing that, I will dispose of this. There you go. That lucky fan right there just got impaled with a Scooby-Doo head. It's a tight squeeze. Alright. Hope you guys have been scoring. Let's see. Are you going to do shows with other people in the trucks? No, I am not. See ya, Thunderbolt. Alright, the score for Scooby-Doo is an 8.47. Pretty good number, but it's 3rd place. That is going to bring out the Carolina Crusher. Let's go. Damn it. Dang it. Come on in. Oh, nice. I wasn't expecting it to spawn in so nicely. Alright, so the Carolina Crusher trying to hold on to his series lead right now. Going for his first series win. Let's see what he's got. Going for a bicycle. Tried getting it into the moonwalk, but couldn't. Why did it just change the gear ratios? Stop it! Alright, line up for move number 2. Oh dear. Well, that didn't work very well. So Carolina Crusher's run is done. Let's see a score in the live chat. That might be a real big impactful run from the Carolina Crusher, not doing anything there, because that was really bad. Alright, we're getting those numbers in for the Carolina Crusher. Thanks for that. The score is in. It's going to be a 3.7. You guys are very consistent on that one, and that is last place. So a chance now for not only everyone to gain some ground, but Max D, who is tied for second, to gain some serious points and have a chance at coming back. It's still unlikely, but you never know. Alright, that's move number 1 for Max D in the books. Let's see move number 2. Nice balance. Pretty good run from the Max D overall. You guys leave your scores in the comments. I'm going to clean up the thwack. Some lucky fan. Oh, I threw it out of the stadium. Oh well. Well, now I've reached the point where I gotta pit them on the track, so that's okay. They'll fit in these little corners here. One truck to go in this competition. It'll be your racing winner. Just get her done, too. Ooh, good neck crack. Good neck crack there. I gotta keep this truck on the track too, because I don't feel like dealing with this anymore. Okay, for the sake of my ears. That would be really funny if they did that, IRL. Alright, Max D is gonna get a score of an 8.63. which is second place. And not only is it second place, it also is 2 points ahead of Scooby-Doo, which means that Max D has now taken over sole possession of second place with a 2-point lead, with 2 competitions to go and 1 more driver in this competition. But it is also going to guarantee him an extra 5 points gained on Carolina Crusher, and he's obviously hoping that Just Get Her Done places below him as well. So here's the Packer Fashioner Just Get Her Done 2. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, popped it into another wheelie. Oh boy, he's gonna have to save this one though. This is a little rough. On the sidewalls here, can he save it? Oh no, he cannot. That was almost a nice save for the Just Get Her Done 2 truck, but unfortunately for him, luck not on his side there. Let's see the scores in the comments. Too bad. He really needed a good run. I mean, that was a good move, and we'll see where the number is, but he really needed to go out there and win if he was going to have himself a chance at staying alive, but I don't know if that'll be enough. This is your last competitor of this competition, by the way. Just Get Her Done 2 was your racing winner, so we are, based on these scores, we are going to be crowning a different winner here in this competition. And the scores are closed. So Just Get Her Done 2 is going to get a 5.9, and that is going to place him in 6th place because we had Whiplash and Carolina Crusher have bad competitions as well. So he is going to gain points on Whiplash, but none enough on your two-wheel skills winner, El Toro Loco, who will gain pretty much every point back on Get Her Done that he lost in the racing competition. So El Toro Loco went from last to first. Last place in racing, and then won the two-wheel skills competition with an 8.93. Very solid run. You guys gave it a good score, and it was your winner, and that is enough for him to win it going into the midway point of today's event, which is going to be the Skywheelie competition. Now, in the Skywheelie competition, the drivers are going to get one move to do their best Skywheelie. You, fans, are judging as you just did in two-wheel skills, but it's going to go quick. So make sure you judge it the second you see that Skywheelie over. Rush to the live chat, comment your score, because I try and get through this competition as quickly as possible so that we can burn our way into freestyle. So, up first in this competition is going to be the Carolina Crusher, who is one of only 2 trucks that is not currently out on the track right now. And he is also your current series leader. He needs to put down a pretty good Skywheelie here. I think there's a lot riding on this for him. Really only 2 spots to do Skywheelies here, so we'll see what he chooses to do. I'm gonna line up for the log. Why did it change that? Oh my, not a very good Skywheelie off of that ramp, and that is going to be it. Comment your scores. Let's see what you give the Carolina Crusher. I'm going to get him out of the way there. Man, oh man, that could have been a lot better. It's going to bring out Whiplash next. Whiplash. Hope you guys are scoring. Hope you're being quick with it. Alright, guys. You gave your scores pretty quickly. It's going to be a 6.79 for the Carolina Crusher. That's why you don't want to come out first, because you don't have the advantage of seeing how any of these ramps play. Now, Whiplash knows that that ramp is not a good one, and is going to line up for the tires instead. Alright, a little bit better over here. Nothing great, though, and that's the end of the run. Let's see the scores. Comment them in that live chat, and we'll see if Whiplash can take a lead. The next truck out is going to be the Just Get Her Done 2 machine, who we just saw driving two-wheel skills about 3 minutes ago. Come on, let's see some more scores. I know you guys have it in you. You got it. Let's be quicker. Quicker than that, buddy. I want you to, the first number that comes to your mind when you see these runs, comment them. All right. That score is going to be a 6.82. Nothing crazy, but it does take the lead for Whiplash. Barely. This is also the final Skywheelie competition ever, because we're getting rid of it after this season, based on popular request. So that's going to bring out the Just Get Her Done 2 truck. And I really don't know what you do here. I mean, we've seen that these ramps are a little tough. Alright, he had a pretty good Skywheelie there. Broke a sway bar. Broke both sway bars in the back. Thankfully, that doesn't impact anything. But let's see the scores. that the drive shaft? I want to respawn that truck, just to be safe. Okay, it's no longer doing that. Just gonna be safe and keep that truck refreshed. Alright, let's see what you guys scored that. Alright. Just Get It Done 2 is gonna get a 7.78. And that is your new leader in this competition. We're just going to bring out the Monster Mutt Dalmatian, who had quite the spill in the two-wheel skills competition. Alright, nice little sky wheelie there. Get your scores in. Let's clear off some of the remaining Monster Mutt Dalmatian pieces. Whoa, what the hell? Where's it going? Why is the truck driving away? Alright, your fourth competitor is done. The next one will be Scooby-Doo. Alright, we're getting a couple of scores in here. It is going to be an 8 flat for Monster Mutt Dalmatian, which is your new leader in this competition. That works, I guess. Here comes Scooby-Doo. Oh. I gotta do this to get it out of the pits because I can't see when I'm behind the truck. Alright, here comes Scooby-Doo. Nice sky wheelie out of Scooby-Doo there. Very nice. So Scooby-Doo with a good start to the sky wheelie run there. Well, actually, that is the sky wheelie run. I shouldn't say good start. Let's see those scores in the comments. We only had a couple people comment last time. Oop. Next up is going to be Excalibur. There we go. Ah, many more scores there. Ah, damn it, the Reds are winning already. No! Stop winning! Lose! Please! Okay. It is a 9.31 for Scooby-Doo. That's a big number. And it also is going to bring Scooby-Doo a lot closer to Carolina Crusher. And it also puts a lot of pressure on Max T, who's coming out last. I do like the POV cam. I'd like to do an encore in just first person at one point. I don't know what I'm doing that for. I can just do this. Alright, here comes Excalibur. Oh, huge sky wheelie. Nice. Let's see. Oh boy, he's pretty broken back there. Oh my goodness. What in the world did he break? Aside from everything. Holy moly. Wow, what in the world? It looks like it's fine. But it's obviously not. Yeah, something's pretty broken there. We're going to have to reset that truck, but whew, that was pretty crazy. Alright. There are 2 more trucks to go. Max D will be next. I don't think they should have a Skywheel competition at the World Finals, especially because they got rid of it. Alright. Excalibur is going to get a 9.34. And that is your new leader in this competition. Barely. But, whew. Alright, here comes Max D. Lining up for the side of the 8-pack. No one has done this yet. This could be a risky move. But if he executes this well, oh boy. Oh dear! Well, that wasn't quite a Skywheelie. But he did do a backflip. Yeah, might as well just roll it over at that point. Alright, well, that's the end of the run for Max D. Let's see the scores. Again, keep in mind this is the Skywheelie competition. Whew, that was interesting. Wasn't quite what I was hoping to do there, but it works. No? Who wants to get a Max D piece? You up here? Alright. There you go. Who's next? El Toro Loco Ice. Great. Alright, we got a lot of different scores here. General consensus is not enough to win, but did get a decent score because of effort, and it is an 8.2. So 8.2 is going to be third place. And that means that he is going to lose a point on Scooby-Doo at this point. So Scooby-Doo is now praying that El Toro Loco finishes in third, because if he does, then we'll have another tie going into Freestyle. Very, very interesting. What the hell? Alright, your last competitor. Here comes El Toro Loco. He's lined up for the side of that ramp, too. Trying to make sure he could figure out the right way to hit this. Alright, that kind of worked. Let's see what you guys thought in the scores. I mean, he at least did it kind of better than Max D. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, look, a Monster from a Dalmatian piece. That's fine. Alright, everybody. This is your last score here. Alright, the scores are in, and it is a 6.51 for El Toro Loco Ice. What the hell? Why did it reset the truck? Well, that's stupid. Now I gotta pull the freaking hood off. Alright, back to normal. No one will know a thing. Alright, so 6 point... What did I say? 6.5? Doesn't matter, it's last. That's crazy. So El Toro Loco is in last place in this competition. I guarantee you the points are about to be fascinating going into freestyle. So let's tally this all up. Because I don't know where the hell we're at right now. Damn it, the Reds scored again! No! Lose! Please! Gosh, I hate the Reds so much. All my homies hate the Reds. Damn it. Alright, let's tally up these numbers real quick. 8, 10, and 9. No, what? 8, 10, and 14. I don't know where I got 9 from. Okay. 7, 14, and 20. Okay. 6, 7, 9. That's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, and then 5, 10, and 17. Guys, things are getting toasty. Things are getting toasty. Is this not aiming the right way? Is this not blowing on me? It's like barely doing anything. It's not even that hot out. Alright, 4, 8, and 13. Good for you. 3, 5, 8. That's going to be a problem for you. And then 2, 8, and Excalibur won Skywheelies, by the way. I didn't point that out. 16. And then 1, 9, 10. Guys, this is crazy. We are going to have a lot of changes right now. Damn it, they scored another run! Why do the Brewers suck? Oh my gosh. I swear, if the Brewers get swept by the Reds, I hope they get creamed in the NLDS. They are pissing me off. Absolutely pissing me off. Useless, the Brewers are. Useless. Absolutely useless. Alright, so here's where we're at right now. So, entering the day, Carolina Crusher was in first, then Scooby-Doo, then Max D, then El Toro Loco, then Excalibur, then Whiplash, then Get Her Done, then Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Well, Carolina Crusher is still in first. However, Max D has tied him for first. Max D has made up 11 points on Carolina Crusher and is tied for first. They both have 81 points. Carolina Crusher has somehow done poorly enough, and Max D has done well enough to make it a race. And Scooby-Doo is in third with 80 points. So the top 3 spots are separated by 1 point right now. So whoever has the higher score of Carolina Crusher and Max D is going to be guaranteed to be in the World Finals. And then Scooby-Doo has a chance to knock one of those trucks out of the World Finals and kind of, I don't want to say controls its own destiny, but really has a chance to go out there and win this series. So that's kind of crazy. In fourth place right now is Excalibur with 74 points. Mathematically still in it, but probably not going to happen because you have 3 trucks that are 6 and 7 points ahead of you, and it would require them to not compete at all, and they're going to compete unless I die. So Excalibur cannot win this series, but is currently in a spot that would be safe. He was not entering the day. In 5th place is El Toro Loco Ice, who has dropped into that spot, 4 points out with 70 points. So El Toro Loco Ice went from being safe, not comfortably, but safe, to now in a spot where he needs to have a great freestyle and needs Excalibur to have a bad one in order for him to stay alive. Whiplash has 68 points, 6 points away from being safe. Just Get Her Done 2 has 62, officially eliminated, and Monster Dalmatian has 41. He was eliminated entering the day. But the points just got absolutely stellar in terms of excitement as we go into the rest of this day. Because this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, we go into freestyle. And going into this competition, I just told you how much is at stake here. This is the wildest, closest point series we've had. And leading things off is going to be the Monster Dalmatian. Whatever. So the trucks are going to get 1 minute to do whatever they want on the track. You'll be able to see the timer in the bottom left. And this is the final freestyle. Oh, no. Oh, the Reds are up 6-0. Oh. Damn it. Well, gotta need them to lose tomorrow. That sucks. Alright. Well, here comes freestyle. Monster Dalmatians first. You guys are the judges, as is per usual. Make sure you're paying close attention. This is your last freestyle competition of the year. I don't want to say of the year, of the season, before we get to the World Finals. Alright, here's Monster Dalmatian. This truck has had a really bad season. But let's see how this freestyle track plays out. It's kind of a fun track, that's why I picked it. A lot of opportunities for stuff out here. Nice. That probably would have been a good skywheelie ramp for anyone else who tried to hit it. Coming down. Why did that change? Coming down to his final 10 seconds here. Nice. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Can he save it? No, not quite. That's the end of the run for the Monster Dalmatian. He is done. Let's see the scores in the comments. Perfect. This is the truck that's next. Oh yeah, I forgot the random vehicle freestyle. Oops. It's okay. It's the last event of the series. And the Mets, well, the Reds are winning, so I'm depressed. Alright, we're going to close it. The score for Monster Dalmatian is a 6.7. It was very consistent across the board. Also, if any of you say what I think you're going to say, you're banned. So, shut up. Stop being children. Monster Dalmatian gets that lead-off score, and that'll bring us to Excalibur, who is now in a world final, not in a world final spot, but is now safe and lives to fight another day if he can have a good freestyle here. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but that didn't just happen. Alright. Oh, hard hit on the front. Oh, Whiplash taking a beating today. Excalibur trying to go for the backflip for his last move. Ah! He biffed it. He totally biffed it. What a bum. Let's see the scores. Damn it, how did you biff it like that? Stupid. Man, what a bozo. Totally not Frog. You're a loser. I'm not gonna leave him there. It's the middle of the track. Come on. I'm gonna move Whiplash up so that she's out of the way. Okay. Closed. Alright. Excalibur is going to get a 4.66. Not good. Not good at all. You guys are giving very low numbers today. That could put him in real risk of being eliminated here, but we'll see. Here's the Packer Fastener Just Get Her Done 2. Let's keep our eyes up. We've got the biggest nuts in town, baby. Nice air to start. It's tough to get a rhythm on this track, I will admit. Very tough. And Just Get Her Done's having a terrible start. Oh my! Oh wow, no saving that at all. You were done. Left 30 seconds, no, left 25 seconds on the clock. And well, unfortunately this truck was already eliminated and, well, didn't help himself. Did I just see what I think I saw? There's a select random. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, that's incredible. We're going to have to play around with that in a moment. Who's next? Whiplash. That's fine. Alright. So, who just drove? That was Get Her Done. That is a 3.9. Not very good. Also, shout out Critical Creeper. How's it hanging? Whiplash is next. A lot of things up in the air here. We've had a lot of trucks have some issues. And Whiplash's run is off. Can I do a donut? What the heck? The truck just flipped over trying to do a donut, and that is it. So with 13 seconds left on the clock, Whiplash is done. Man, this track has sucked so far. Whew. Yeesh. Talk about mid-ass freestyles. Hey, MJTS Monster Jam Thunder Series, welcome. Why would they drop Armando? Because they're stupid. That's why. Ah. Oh, my dumb ass. What am I doing? I started typing closed on my freaking PC. Stupid ass. Alright, that truck was just Whiplash, and the score is going to be a 5.8, which is somehow second place right now. I don't know how, but it is. So here comes Max D. Pretty big run here. Pretty big run. Because he's got a chance to win this series, and he needs to place above both Scooby-Doo and Carolina Crusher to do that. We got a chance for our first tie, which would mean our first tiebreaker scenario, which I've been dying to do. Ooh, we got a bicycle to moonwalk. Going for the backflip early. This could be risky. Oh my. Okay, well that didn't work. Well, gonna have to run back to that again. No, get out of arcade mode, you stupid. That didn't work either. This backflip ramp stinks. And that is it. So Max D is done. I know how to hit it now, but gosh, this backflip ramp sucks. Comment your scores. Just ridiculous. It's so stupidly built. People are saying Camden will drive NEA Police next year? What? That truck doesn't exist anymore. Anyone who's saying that is so out of the loop. Watch it actually happen, and then I'm an idiot, but whatever. Alright, that is the end of the run. The score is in for Max D, and it is a 7.5, which is somehow still first place in what has been a terrible freestyle competition so far. And it is going to bring up the Carolina Crusher, who is fighting for his life, and now has been given a chance. Because if he has a good run here and places above Max D, he will win the series that he had the lead in for so long. So we'll see. There cannot be a tie between Carolina Crusher and Max D. It's physically not possible. So one of them will be ahead of the other. The question is, who is it going to be? And Carolina Crusher is going to let us know at the end of this run. So we will know once this run is over. Nice air. Very nice. Oh boy, he's got to save it. Holy cow. More nice air. Carolina Crusher's definitely trying here. He's going to loop it around to the backflip ramp. There we go. We got a backflip. We've got a backflip. Landed it too. And that could be the difference maker. Oh my. I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. I was just pissed off that it put it in freaking arcade mode for no reason! All right, let's see the score for the Carolina Crusher. Huge run from the Carolina Crusher. Huge backflip from the Carolina Crusher right there. That was big time. Also, the Brewers just scored 2 runs. Let's go, Brewers. Please beat the Reds. Please. 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 Can we all get a let's go, Brewers in the chat? Man. All right. Scores are in. And the score for Carolina Crusher is a 9.2. Boom, your new leader. And that guarantees that as of right now, he will that guarantees that he will place above Max D in the points standings. And it also guarantees that Max D can't win this series. However, there is still a very, very important freestyle to come. It'll be Scooby-Doo, who's coming out last. Scooby-Doo, at this point, needs to win freestyle to win this series. But if Scooby-Doo wins freestyle, well, actually, it depends on how El Toro Loco does. El Toro Loco could put himself in a wedge between the two of them. So we'll see. So let's keep an eye on the El Toro Loco truck. Here we go. El Toro Loco. Big freestyle run here for El Toro Loco, who has got a chance to actually get himself back safe. He needs to place 4 spots above Excalibur, who is currently sitting in 5th. So a 2nd place finish or higher would put El Toro Loco back in a safe position against all the odds, and it would actually knock Excalibur out. At least for now, we do still have the last chance eliminator. That'll be on Thursday. Oh my! Backflip! Holy cow! That was gnarly. 10 seconds left. I wasn't expecting that from the El Toro Loco truck. But that was pretty crazy. And that is going to be it. Transmission gives out at the end of the run for El Toro Loco. But let's get a round of applause for that freestyle, and let's see the score in the comments. That might be enough to place him above Carolina Crusher, but we'll have to see what you guys thought. If it does, well, then that's going to make it even more interesting, because then if Scooby-Doo takes the lead and wins from there, then Scooby-Doo will outright win this series. But there's still a very good chance that we have a tie in here somewhere. I'm kind of hoping for a tie, I'm not going to lie. I would love to get to do that, but we will see. It all depends on Scooby-Doo's freestyle right now. Huge, huge freestyle about to happen. Very huge. All right. I've seen enough in the scores. The scores are in, and it is a 9.17, which is 2nd place for El Toro Loco Ice, which is going to put El Toro Loco Ice in a spot that he is guaranteed now to tie Excalibur. We might have a tiebreaker here. We're pretty much in a spot right now, unless Scooby-Doo, well, we're pretty much in a spot right now where we're most likely going to have some sort of tiebreaker here. We might even have multiple, based on the way things are. Because right now, El Toro Loco Ice has tied Excalibur for the 4th place spot, and that is the difference between staying alive and being eliminated. So there's so much up for grabs, and this freestyle is going to determine it all. Woo! There is a lot riding on this, folks. So much riding on this freestyle. Scooby-Doo, right now, cannot win the series outright. However, if she places in 2nd place, she will guarantee that she is making it to the World Finals and will knock Max D out of a World Finals spot. If she finishes in 1st, then we will have a tie for 1st, and we will need to have a tiebreaker between Scooby-Doo and Carolina Crusher to determine who the series champion is. There is a lot going on right now, and man, it's a great way to end this season. How did it just change? Oh, if you're holding R1 and X, it does that? That's the dumbest thing ever. Turn that off. What the hell is that? No. 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 Take that and take it out of here. That is stupid. No. Delete? What? I don't know, maybe do that? I don't really care. Just get that out of here. I swear, if it still does it, I'm going to be pissed off. Okay, good. Because I don't... Oh, good. And that doesn't...
You're gonna make me angry.
Is that fine? Okay, hold on. I'm just taking it out altogether. Change gear. Delete. Delete. Okay, whatever. Alright, so here's the biggest freestyle of all time. It is Scooby-Doo ready to go for what is a huge freestyle run. Oh, hard hit there. Truck seems to be alright, though. Whoa! Oh my! Oh no! Scooby-Doo's flipped it over! With 10 seconds left, Scooby-Doo is done! And that is gonna make big waves! 7 seconds left on the clock. Let's see the score. It was still a good run, but was it enough to walk away with a series win? Wow. That is drama right there. Whew. I mean, I don't think that was your winning run. This is interesting, guys. Wow. Woohoo. Fascinating. Please don't spam scores in the comments, because I need to keep up with all the numbers, and if I see all the same number, I'm going to assume that's the score. Alright, that is it. We are closing it. And the scores are in. And the score is a 7.69, and that places Scooby-Doo one spot above Max D. What it also does is places her between El Toro Loco and Excalibur, which breaks that tiebreaker. But I do believe, and I am correct, that we now have a tie for the second place spot on this series. However, it does mean that your series champion and freestyle winner today is Carolina Crusher. He almost threw it away, just like Bounty Hunter did on the other arena series, but he held strong, walked away with a series win, and has clinched a spot in the World Finals and in Stadium Series competition next season. Big deal. Very big deal. That is awesome. Alright, now we have to give out the rest of these points and see if there's any other tiebreakers that we have to worry about. Because there is a lot going on right now. A lot. So Carolina Crusher got 8. He will finish this season with 89. El Toro Loco Ice got 7. That is 77 points. Scooby-Doo got 6. That is 86. Max D got 5. That is also 86. Monster Mutt Dalmatian got 4. Brings it to 45. Whiplash got 3. Whiplash has been eliminated with 71. Excalibur has 2. And he has been eliminated with 76. And Just Get Her Done got 1. He has been eliminated already. He finished with 63. So, we have a tiebreaker, folks. And I can't believe we are here, but we are. This is awesome. I've been wanting to do a tiebreaker all damn season and did not get to do one. And now I am getting to do one. So this is it. Hold up. We're not done yet. Let me set the stage. Okay. Oh yeah. Now that. Consider the stage set. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here at the final stop of Arena Series number 2. And we've got a tie for second place on this series. Max D with 86 points, Scooby-Doo with 86 points, and we are going to have a tiebreaker showdown, the very first one on the channel. What is at stake? The winner of the tiebreaker showdown will claim second place on the series, will go to the World Finals, and will be called up to the stadiums next season. The loser of the tiebreaker showdown is going to be sent to third place and will remain on the arenas next season. How is this tiebreaker showdown going to go? Well, it is a best of 3. We're going to do a best of 3 competition, starting with racing. Then we will have 2 wheel skills, and then we will have freestyle. So, we might not need freestyle if one driver wins the first 2. How's racing going to go? It's going to be timed racing, but they're going to get 3 racing passes, and it's going to be a best of 3 in racing. So, Max D is going to be the first truck up. He's going to put down a pass. I'm going to watch the race on the YouTube live stream and time it from there so that we get the exact time. Because I could be a little bit off by pressing it on my phone, and I want to put down a perfect pass. Then Scooby-Doo is going to run. Whoever had the better time between those 2 wins the first race. And then we'll do that again until we have determined who the winner of racing is. This is awesome. I am pumped up. I can't wait for this. And I think you guys are in for a real treat here. This is going to be awesome. The tiebreaker showdown. Very, very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. So, Max D is first. Let's get the truck out and ready. Now, we are going to alternate lanes as well. Max D is going to start in this lane over here for the first race. Max D technically got to 86 points first, so that means that he has the default ability. He has by default the upper hand going into this and lane choice to start off racing. So again, I'm not timing this myself. I'm going to time it after the race is over by watching it on the live stream. All right, that is it. I'm going to go back and make sure that I've got this right here. Got to time this perfectly. So hold on. Let me get my phone out and ready. And get ready to time this lap. I know it's going to take a little bit longer. This is also how we're going to be doing World Finals racing, by the way. Ready? All right, time is going. I mean, that was a good pass. That felt like a fast pass. Max D has got to do everything in its power here. Max D was definitely a favorite competitor to win this competition. And it is a 13.35. Wow. 13.35 for Max D in the Tiebreaker Showdown Racing, Race 1. So that is the time to beat for Scooby-Doo. We will see if Scooby-Doo can beat that. All right. Oh boy, getting a little up on two wheels in the corner there. Might have actually helped the truck out a little bit. And that is it for Scooby-Doo. We'll go back and calculate the time there and see what it is. Gotta go live. And then go back a couple seconds. All right. We are ready. This is going to be great. Scooby-Doo's time is off and running. Has to beat a 13.35 from Max D. This is going to be close. And it was a 12.94. Scooby-Doo has won the first pairing. Wow. So Scooby-Doo has won race number 1 and now just needs to win the next race in order to win racing here. That is incredible. So Max D is going to be up next. And he will be starting on this side now. Scooby-Doo will be pulling off a huge win here to win this. Ready? Go! All right, that is it. Let's find out if that's enough. Let's go back to the live stream and watch. I mean, this is cinema right here. This is pure cinema right now. I'm having the time of my life. All right, Max D's time is going. All right, it is a 12.41 for Max D that time. So Max D with an incredible pass. That was the fastest pass by far out of the two. And that is going to give him a bit of an edge going into this one. But we'll see if Scooby-Doo could get quicker. We'll find out. So far, 2 sub-13-second passes coming from that lane. Ready? Go! All right. Will that do it? Oh my! Scooby-Doo slipping over. Holy cow. Getting a little crazy out here trying to guarantee a win. And we will see. So Max D with a huge, huge time to beat here of 12.41. Will it be enough? Hold on. I screwed up my timing here. Hold up. Let's do it again. All right. Scooby-Doo is going. The timer is off. Let's see if Scooby-Doo can take a racing win here. Not yet. It is a 13.36 for Scooby-Doo. Not quite as fast. So Scooby-Doo is not going to win that one. Max D has evened up the racing portion of the Tiebreaker Showdown at 1 apiece. The winner of this next race will win racing and get the first point out of the crucial 2 that you need to win this Tiebreaker Showdown. All right, Max D is ready. Go! He's really trying to sling it around these corners. A little slow in that final turn. That might cost him. We'll find out. Wow. That was very, very, very interesting. We'll see if that was enough for him to get it done. All right, the timer is off. Let's see if Max D could put down a time that is tough enough to beat. Scooby-Doo is definitely going to have its hands full here. All right, it is a 13.42 for Max D. Not a very good time. That is actually the slowest out of all of the times we have had. So that means that Max D right now has been put in a situation where he needs Scooby-Doo to mess up royally here. Well, we'll see if it can be done. Can Scooby-Doo win racing? Get lined up right. Here we go. Scooby-Doo is just cutting some really tight corners right now, and this might be enough to seal the deal. Let's find out. What a pass out of Scooby-Doo, and I truly think that was probably enough to get it done here today. We will find out, though, by going back and watching, because that was fascinating. Scooby-Doo's time is off. Needs to beat a 13.43. Can it be done? Yes, it can. It is a 13.14. Scooby-Doo picks up the first point in the tiebreaker showdown with a racing win. Wow. 13.14 is all it took. And that is your winner. So that means we'll now go into the two-wheel skills competition because Scooby-Doo won racing. Max D is going to have to come out first. So we'll bring Scooby-Doo back into the pits here and out of the way. So get your judging caps back on, folks. You guys are back in the hot seat here scoring-wise. You're judging these runs on a regular judge's own scale the way you have all night. This competition is probably going to favor Max D here, but we will see. If Max D's going to win, he's going to have to win two-wheel and freestyle. Oh my! Oh, he comboed it into a wheelie somehow! Pulled something out of a hat there. And that is the move. We are only doing one move. I forgot to mention, two-wheel skills is one move. So comment your score below for that one move by Max D. I totally forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. They get one move in two-wheel. So let's see the score that you guys give. Obviously, you're going to score this as if that was the entire run, so keep that in mind. I mean, obviously, don't just give him a 3 because he only did one move. If you thought the run was very good, we got to see a good score here. All right, pretty good run out of Max D. We're getting a lot of scores in here, and the score is in. The score for Max D is an 8.4. That is the number to beat right now. We will see if Scooby-Doo can beat it. Scooby-Doo going to try and take home a win in this competition. If Scooby-Doo wins this competition, it's all over. Oh my, combos it up. Scooby-Doo out here playing. Wow, Scooby-Doo has come to play today. We'll see if you guys thought it was enough. Let's see the scores in the live chat. That was an awesome run But will it have done enough to be awesome enough to win two-wheel and win the tiebreaker showdown and go to the World Finals? I mean, this is what you want. When you're having a showdown like this, you want it to be to not only be for something important, but to go to the World Finals is a really big deal and go up to the stadiums. Obviously, you'd love to see a showdown for this series, but that's always really tough. So let's see. Did you guys think it was enough? What is the score for Scooby-Doo? Max D praying that the fans give Scooby-Doo a low enough number that he stays alive. We didn't get a ton of scores, and it is time to close it. The scores are in. The score to beat being an 8.4. If Scooby-Doo takes the lead, then Scooby-Doo has won it all, and we don't even have a freestyle competition. The score for Scooby-Doo is an 9 flat and has won two-wheel skills and won the tiebreaker showdown, clinching the second spot on the series, a World Finals spot, and a Stadium Series spot in a bit of a surprise victory. Scooby-Doo has taken down Max D in this tiebreaker showdown, which means that Max D will finish in third and is going to be back on the arenas next season with a chance to win another series. Crazy, crazy time. That was awesome, though. I love that. So Scooby-Doo has won it. Won the tiebreaker showdown. Going to get a final total of an 86.5, which guarantees that second place spot. Your series winner, Carolina Crusher. Scooby-Doo going to the World Finals. Max D and El Toro Loco will remain on the arenas next season. And being eliminated, we wave goodbye to Excalibur, Whiplash, Just Get Her Done 2, and Mantra Dalmatian. Those 4 trucks have been knocked out and kicked off entirely. So that is it for this series. But before we leave, we'll do ourselves a little bit of an encore here. So I'm going to, if I do this, hold on. Oh, it does. All right, cool. So if I do this, if I click on this and I select random, that didn't work. Hold on. No, no, no. Why are you doing that? It's stupid. I clicked on it to open up the CRDs, and it doesn't let me do that. Well, that was dumb. So it just picks a random one of those? Well, that's silly. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, it just picks a random... That's stupid. What? Well, why does it do that? Well, that's boring. I want to see it select a random truck. Oh, wait, hold on. What? No. Stop. No. Oh, damn it. Well, that's annoying. I was really excited about that. Oh well. I was really hopeful that that was going to work. You'll find out who replaces the 4 eliminated trucks next season. Hello, hello. This is being really dumb. Like, really dumb. Ooh. Alright. We're gonna have a Gravedigger encore here, everybody. We're gonna do Gravedigger Nitro. for an encore. Now what the hell are you doing? Seriously? You know what? Stay in the corner. You suck. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Do I have a bomb I can blow up in this thing? Stupid. Just stupid. Ooh. Sasquatch. Sure. Can you guys stop flipping over on frickin' bite donuts? Yeesh. Yeah. Hey. First person, baby. Drive over the dunce in the corner. I don't know what the enhanced interior camera mod is. If you'd like to share it with me on Discord, I will. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Joke's on you. I can still save anything! Ha ha ha! Oh! What a hit. We're definitely broken. Not sure what's broken, but... Oh, thank you! Life Changer sent it to me. Oh! Oh, wow. Let's look at the damage. Whoa! Oh my goodness. That is insane. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Wow. Alright, well. That's it. That was great. Good times. Hope you guys had fun. I did. That was a great show. Very great show. I am a big fan of the way that show went out. Is that my... What the heck is that? Is that my whole axle shaft? No. Alright. Well. Heck yeah. That was a lot of fun. That being said, that is the end of Arena Series number 2, and that is the end of season number 1. Before we go to the World Finals, obviously. The World Finals is going to be this weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. Starting Thursday. Thursday qualifying and last chance eliminator. Friday racing. Saturday freestyle. I'm going to have them all scheduled out on the channel. There will be a post that shows the time of when they're going to be. There will be so you'll know. If you look, I'll probably have it up by Tuesday or Wednesday. All you'll have to do is go to my homepage. You'll see the schedule for the live streams. Just know that. Be ready for that. You're going to want to be here for the World Finals. I promise you that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, thank you all so much for joining us on the Season 1 regular season of Who's Ready for Beam Monster Jam. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast. Thank you all for watching.